Let's get straight to it. 2019 Kia Optima. This is the 2.4 liter engine. All right, so if you're looking for the AC compressor in this vehicle, it is located right beneath the alternator. I'm going to give you a better look at that. So this is the alternator here, and right beneath that is your AC compressor. So you can see the AC compressor right here. So there's a bolt right here at the top to be removed, and there are two bolts at the bottom. Top bolt right here first, and then I'll show you the bolts on the bottom. Now, as far as your refrigerant lines, there's a 10mm nut right here on top of this one, and a 10mm nut back there on top of that one. So these are your two refrigerant lines to be removed, and you can see right down there is your harness plug for it. So that also needs to be removed. So from underneath, you can see the two bolts I was mentioning before. So these are the two bolts that's underneath. You can get these really easy from the bottom of the vehicle. Once you remove this, there's normally a cover right here on the bottom. So once you remove that cover, you'll be able to see really easy in here, and you'll be able to see your two bolts that need to be removed. You can also reach your harness wire from down here as well. However, everything else is going to be easier from the top. If you look down here, you can see where the serpentine belt is. It's right here on the outside. Now right there, you have another belt. That is for your water pump. So we're not changing that belt. Now, in order to change the water pump belt, you have to remove the serpentine belt. So if you are going to change that belt, you're still going to need to know how to remove this serpentine belt. So it's really easy. You see there's the tensioner right here. That silver one, that's your tensioner. And you're not going to be able to fit a socket on there. The only thing you're going to be able to use is a wrench, a regular wrench or an offset wrench, or maybe even some crow's foot, but you're not going to be able to get a socket in there. Now you can do this from just the top, but if you want to make it easier, you can remove this passenger tire and get in behind the plastic back there, and then that could also help you route the belt. But you shouldn't have to do that to do this job in general. There's only 4 pulleys that this belt makes contact with. That is the tensioner pulley here, the alternator pulley. It goes all the way down to the AC compressor. It goes back over to the crank, and then it comes back here. So like I said, it's only 4 pulleys that it's making contact with. So this is really easy to change. This video is just so you can know what you're getting into with this job. I'm using a 17mm wrench, and you can see it's just sitting right there. And as I turn this counterclockwise, then the belt is now loose, and I can actually grab that belt and remove it. So you can see the slack being created right there. So now I can reach down here and pull this belt off of the alternator like that, and the belt is loose. So now we can just remove it.